So after I made Undertale month, I thought I said all I wanted to say on Undertale and probably wouldn't make videos on it since then. Then I thought, hey, why not do a video ranking the OST? Then I looked at how many tracks are on the Undertale OST. I was like, no thanks. But since I've been ranking OSTs recently, and one of the most beloved things about Undertale is its music, I thought it'd be finally time to rank every track in the game. But first, some rules. 1. Like with my boss ranking, true pacifists will not be factored. 2. There are tracks that are shortened down, sped up, or slowed down tracks in the OST. These will all be factored into 1. For example, will be just bone trousel. There's a couple exceptions to this rule, which we will get to. With that said, we have 71 tracks to rank. Without a doubt, the biggest amount of things I've ever ranked. This is going to be a long video, so let's just start. I mean, what else did you expect? It barely counts as a song. I'm struggling on finding anything to say about it. Once again, a sound effect. Wow, you sure are approaching the core. That sure is the sound of water. That sure is the core in the distance. They always ask who the maddest dummy is, not how the maddest dummy is. The tension is sure not needed. That bass doobie doge. Funny. Funny. Okay, finally, a track I got something to say on. It is just a 4-second loop and not worth enough to listen to after a year, but I'm excited and scared for whatever Flowey's become. Okay, I wasn't aware Dog Song had a sped up variation. I just thought this was its own song, but yeah, silly. He's a cute little tune. The snail sure is thunder. Easily the best name in the OST, and does its role to a T. I wish the bird that carried Frisk over a disproportionately small gap would carry me over a disproportionately small gap. You can really feel how both Asgore and Frisk feel in this moment when this track plays. Still a 4-second loop. Ah, yes, the room where you see great-great-granddaddy Gourmand, Lucifer Helltaker, and Toby Fox all drink orange juice at Target before Makima Chainsaw Man appeared. Totally happened, guys, trust. Nice and serene. Nice tune to open you up. I like that an instrument gets added each time you befriend a monster. Very much sounds like a live report. I like all the absolute tracks on some level, but the main ones kind of are the least memorable. Okay, this was my actual exception when talking about the song Slowdown. Everyone should know by now that this track is actually your best friend Slowdown by a lot. This track is absolutely chilling the first 2 years. It really gives the sense you did something very, very wrong. Funny track signifying it's game time. This might not count, but there's enough differences for it to be its own placement. Sure is a game over giving me determination. I really like the bass line of this track. It gives off the tension well. Of course, the track that follows this is much, much higher, but this is a nice tune as well. It really helps make the moment stick out more. The whole route, enemies die quick, and no fanfare, so hearing this while Undyne comes back makes it really memorable. I like how Tricky Tony made this track so cute that it's almost inviting. Also helps it's the main part of a certain track higher. Very cute track for a very cute scene. I like how this track it's like a break from Waterfall. Just relaxing knowing no enemy can harm you now. Just like most of the other MTT joke tracks, it fits the scene enough, but wouldn't go to listen. Like the addition of opera, however. By all accounts, this track should be a playlist, but something about how omnipotent it sounds, it doesn't do it to me. Still a good enough track. I mean, I do like it's just spook tunes with a filter, but it's just spook tunes with a filter. Gosh, what a somber track. Even if you've only caused good throughout your run, you can really feel the weight of your own actions as Sand speaks of what has become of the underground. It's either hopeful or heartbreaking. I really dig how this game presents like a fairy tale or a play. Like, the name of this track comes off really nostalgic. The dating sure did tense. Guys, we are halfway done. Now for the other 34 tracks. I'll probably have more passionate feelings for. I told you all this video would be long. What was I talking about again? Oh, yeah, Time Shop. A pretty goofy track, one that puts a smile on my face, and I like how it's similar to Dog Song, but there are other goofy tracks that tickle my funny bone more. By all accounts, this track should get on my nerves, but something about it just makes me love this nerdy lizard. I love the nervousness to it all, yet friendliness. While I prefer its reprise, you can't go wrong with original Ghost Fight. A dapper little track for a dapper little ghost. Pretty calming track while you decide on what to get or talk to the shopkeeper. Combining these two entries because my thoughts on them are pretty much the same. Both these tracks are just so funny. It's like they're trying to sound scary, but they aren't, which makes it funny. These songs are memes for a reason. It's pretty short, but for what it is, it's very solid. Shame Neo isn't known for its defenses, but oh well. Okay, before you crucify me, let me explain. I really like Death by Glamour. It fits the fight and Metaton perfectly. However, when I listen to it, I can't help but feel like something's missing to the song. Again, I like it, but I'd like it more if it was just longer, especially since how long the fight is. Our first overworld track. All the overworld tracks are pretty fantastic, and this track, well, the weakest, is certainly no slouch. This track just makes me think Christmas. I feel the unbearable cold and the friendly faces hearing it. Something about this tune gets me pumped to meet or fight whichever enemy is in store, and getting to know them. This track envelops me in the sense of warmth and comfort, like how Toriel wants to protect the human at all costs. There's just one tune that does this better. For being the first main boss, it helps stick out the track out. Not the best, but certainly not the worst. It has the same problems of Death by Glamour in that, for being a fairly lengthy fight, you'd think it'd go longer. Still, I love the Russian feels of the song. It really captures Papyrus well. Yep, this sure is the track of the goofy brother of Papyrus everyone thinks of, especially when you're no mercying the underground. Pretty much the same as Snowy, but way more jolly, which makes me like it more. The Get Trolled song itself. When this song comes on, you know some chicanery is about to go down. One of the funniest songs in Undertale, hands down. Don't have much to say on it, a pretty common track. My favorite part about this song is when it repeats 3 times, like how the Mad Dummy repeats it 3 times. I also like the leitmotif of Ghost Fight. Not only does it sound amazing, but also connects these two really well. This song is just the perfect representation of Toriel. It's warm, inviting, and easing you into the world. Like with Once Upon a Time, there's just something so nostalgic about it. Like, it's a warm memory. Also fits the autumn field ruins. As we all know, this is my face feed for Phoenix Wright, and I love my thing. I also love how this is just sponsor music now. Infectious. Just like with most of the other tunes here, really good. Sure, it could be longer, but considering how the point is to spare her as fleeing, it gets a pass. Captures Undyne's bombasticness perfectly. This is easily the silliest song in Undertale. Unlike the other goofy songs, Tom Village is trying to make a full song out of it. I love the acapella at the beginning and the chirping and the out of place feel of the track. I don't know what to say, just a never really stellar boss game. This track was so close to playlist material. The only reason it's not is because it's too edgy for my taste. But hey, what an amazing boss theme. The game just sounds like it's breaking as your best friend plays in different tunes. It really sounds like Flowey is taking over the game. We've made it. Playlist material. These 11 tracks break the bare minimum in tracks I find nothing wrong about. If that said, this is the track that stands out the least in these 11. However, just because it stands out the least doesn't mean it doesn't stand out at all. This track takes the best of Metaton's tracks and amplifies it. It's got the techno, the showman and game show, and the wackiness. Every time I listen to it, I just smile. Everyone and their grandma has said it, but the atmosphere. It's just preparing you for Undyne, Metaton, and Asgore. The friendly monsters are gone, and you only have yourself. This track just says, final lap, give it your all. All that's left is Metaton and Asgore, so give it your best. It's just a really infectious track all in all. Home is just so comforting and warm. The track sounds like it's coming home. It's coming home, and after seeing the world, the track calms me and brings me to a state of relaxing after each listen. Just one big fight to the death. You really feel Undyne listening to this. She's not just fighting to save the underground. She's fighting to save the universe. She stays determined, trying to battle a relentless foe. It gets me emotional, to be honest. Again, what an atmospheric track. I can just feel the heat rising, the gears turning. Easily the best overall theme. Just captures you the mystery of Sans, the friendliness yet bitterness, and yet it's calming. As long as you haven't harmed Papyrus, Sans still wants to protect you. He still sees you as a good person because you spared him. Even I could just fall asleep to this track. It's that calming. You've dealt with Omega Flowey long enough, time to end it. This track encapsulates a turn back. The tide has turned. As long as you stay determined, you can win. Still just a great moment. The soul's helping you as you beat Flowey. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. There's something so melancholic about this track. Makes sense considering this is where the monsters tell you their tragic story. The song builds and builds itself, having the nostalgic yet somber feel. I think the best part of this track is when you read those 5 iconic words. Despite everything, it's still you. It fits so perfectly, since your journey, no matter what, will have a huge turn on the underground. However, it's still you, looking back in the mirror. Here we've gone from the most emotional track to the goofy Sans song. I mean, it's widely considered to be the best Undertale song for a reason. It's definitely gotten the most meat out of any boss tracks. It's a perfect final track like Core, but it feels like it says giving your all, but not for you. Sans is giving it his all to make sure you reset and quit. And again, the track rocks. Although, yeah, Megalovania may be the most popular, but when I think of everything I love about the Undertale OST, it's this. Asgore is the best parts of the Undertale OST. The heart, check. The grooviness, check. You really feel where Asgore's coming from. This moment determines everything about the underground. If he wins, Monsterkind will be free at the cost of the death of humanity. It's quite somber, and yet the hope of a changed fate. If you try, you can spare everyone. That's what this track is. So, to close this out, how about some remixes? We've got the talented Smooth McGroove, and with 2 N's, Human and Adriosaurus. Please check all these out. And there we have it. Thank you all for joining me in this quite long adventure. This will probably be the last video I'll make on base Undertale. I want to make out to it Deltarune videos, even if I prefer Deltarune over Undertale by a lot. I'm also interested in fan games, however, we'll see if I ever cover those. At any rate, thanks for watching.